Hello and welcome to a new video on UiPath Orchestrator. Today, we'll discuss about the monitoring options. More specifically, we'll learn about job priorities, alerts, and the monitoring features available at folder level. Ready? We're back in Orchestrator, under the Processes tab in the folder with the name Root. As you can see, we have three processes: Hello World, then the performer that we've been using in the demos about queues and queue triggers, and a new one called Raise Alert. The first thing to notice about this one is that its job priority is set to high. This is a field which can be configured when a process is being created in Orchestrator from a published package. By default, the jobs will inherit the priority set at the process level. But the priority can also be changed at job creation, as we're about to see in today's demo. Let's take a closer look at the Raise Alert project in Studio. This was developed entirely for the purpose of our demo today. It consists of a switch statement, with each case raising an alert in Orchestrator using the Raise Alert activity. The severity of the alert is determined by the value of an argument. This can be one of information, success, warning, error, and fatal. And these are in fact the default severity levels for Orchestrator alerts. In Orchestrator, we have two robots in this folder. If we navigate to the Monitoring tab, we can see a lot of useful details, such as the number of items in the queue which are out of the SLA, the predictions, as well as the breakdown of jobs per status. It's time to check how job priorities work. Up until this point, we've just run jobs with the performer process, as you can see from the logs. Let's run a couple more jobs. Let's say 6. And as you can see, the job priority is inherited from the process as normal. As soon as we click Start, our robots start to pick up and execute these jobs. Since we only have two robots, most of the jobs are in pending and will be picked up when the robots become available. Let's run some jobs with the Raise Alert process and see what happens. Notice that the job priority is set to high as inherited from the process. And for this process, we need to set the value for the input argument. This is why we have this Parameters tab here. Let's set it to Info and hit Start. Okay, as you can see, the new job has been picked up before the others that were pending. Basically, jobs are taken first by priority and then by creation time. Great, let's also talk about alerts. The job execution that we just saw raised an alert of type Info. Now it's not available here because it wasn't set by a robot to require immediate attention. But if we navigate to All Alerts, we'll be able to see it. Let's do it one more time. We'll go to Automations in the Root folder and start a job. This time, we'll set the severity to Warning. The job is executed instantly. And here's the new alert. This page has several filters to make our life easier. Among others, we can expand the time. This way, we'll see the older alerts as well. Alerts are a powerful tool to ensure that robots are working according to the parameters. Depending on their role, users are able to enable or disable alerts for given components. Simply navigate to My Profile and use the dedicated toggles. The last thing that we want to see in this demo is the monitoring capability in Orchestrator. This is at the folder level and it consists of several tabs. The first tab, called Machines, offers a detailed view of the machines, the number of runtimes in total and broken down per machine, as well as their status. If the folder has subfolders, we can choose to include them in the view or not. This is not applicable in our case, since the folder doesn't have subunits. The next tab is Processes. Here we can see the processes in the folder with their execution status. In our case, we have the three processes. Two of them were successfully executed and one of them hasn't been used. Below, we have detailed information on the jobs. In the Queues tab, we have this overview, and then below, details such as the number of transactions not executed, overdue, or successful. Finally, the SLA tab goes by the same structure, with an easy-to-understand overview on top and details on the SLA predictions, the average handling time, and the overdue items are below. Alright, before closing the demo, let's recall the main points. We first witnessed how job priorities work at process and job level. Then we saw alerts in Orchestrator. And finally, we went through the options on the monitoring page. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.